why do they make up the 3-day rule? What the f? I'm gonna text her every minute. What are you doing right now?
We don't need.
Oh, I wanna go see her. Oh, I know where she works. I'm gonna drive over to go see her right now. You know.
Okay, Erin and Jess, you're gonna be giving guys some helpful advice here.
Oh yes.
Let's just imagine that there's a guy that you like.
Okay.
And then, you know, he likes you back, so it's going pretty well.
Okay.
But then he starts doing too much.
Ugh.
What is doing too much?
Yeah, what's too much? Well, I don't do enough.
Why do you guys look at each other?
I don't do enough. That's why I got married.
That's good.
I love you. Want to go first?
But you've been in a situation where you're like,
I'll just
ooh, this guy's
piggyback
just...
off that.
Yeah. Like just coming on too strong, too fast, and being too nice at the beginning.
Well, it makes me feel like I don't believe you then. Like almost like love bombing then.
Well, it's just like
Like if you're doing that, then like my brain goes.
What if they just like you so much they can't contain their excitement?
I mean, but do I believe you?
Oh.
then it makes me feel like that I'm better than them. Like
Or like, do you not have anything else with your day?
out of their league if they're being too nice.
Yeah, I don't want
What
to
if
be
they
your
like
only
you
thing.
so much they never had someone like you before, so they're so thirsty.
Well, then they see that
They
would,
wanna
that would make
drink
me
you.
nervous because like I don't want to be your like
pressure.
whole, yeah, I don't want to be your whole thing. Like you need to have your like your own life and your own stuff because if not, then like this is never gonna work.
Yeah, it doesn't work out to put somebody on a pedestal either.
Yeah. It would probably make me feel uncomfy. Like you know, like you couldn't even fart in front of them. Like then what do you do?
So then that's why you go for the really shitty fuckboy guys, because they act like they don't care about you, and you're like, ooh, you're mysterious.
Yeah, they're like, ooh, you're playing games. They're like, no, I actually don't want a relationship.
They're like, oh, but are you sure?
That makes sense though, like where you feel like it's like a really sensitive like House of Cards kind of deal where you're like you could topple it over and it'll break his world.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
that's not
think
sexy.
if you find that person though that is like that, then and you don't mind that, then that's your person.
Well, it's like if you like them that much back, that's totally
Yeah,
cool.
then, like,
But
then-
to right away, it's like do you even know their last name? Yeah.
Like, what's my middle name? Do you know my favorite color?
Do you know what car you like?
Yeah, like Erin and I were hanging out, and one of my guy friends was coming on super strong to Erin, and I was like, "What do you like about her?" And he's like, "She's just so beautiful, and I really feel like we have a lot in common." And I was like, "Tell me 3 things about her." He's like, "Well, you know, she's just so beautiful."
And she was like, no, not physical things. Tell me something.
Yeah, I was like yelling at him. I was like, "No, say something else." I was like, "That's boring. Say something
I'm
else."
just horny.
And he's like, "I want to be with her." I'm like, "No."
No.
He actually legitimately felt like he wanted to.
Yeah, I was like, "Dude, you just met her and it's a lot." He's like, is it okay if we go on a date? I was like, "Why are you asking me?"
I'm like sitting right there. I was
It's
like,
not okay. You're not allowed to date my friends because it doesn't work out more than it
Was he
does.
not hot though?
He's fine, I guess. He's all right.
She's like, because that makes all the difference, right? If like a really like
no, she's
conventionally
had
bomb
like
ass
hot
dude.
guy friends who have done that, and I've still been like, girl, can we leave?
Like,
Yeah.
it's so annoying. Like, whenever I'm dating somebody, their friends are always, I'm just like, please stop hitting on Erin. Because it's just really, really frustrating. Like, my fiance, all of his friends hit on her, and I'm like, stop, because she's not going anywhere. She's always going to be around. I was like, please stop being creepy, because it's not, you're not going to be around then.
Because you don't want the drama. And
No, exactly.
I used to be that guy.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You hit on everyone's friends?
No, like you know, like
one?
when you're doing too much,
Yeah.
Oh, super simp. Bart was super simp.
you don't know until after.
Yeah, that's true.
When you're that person, you're like, why do they make up the 3-day rule? What the fuck? I'm gonna fucking text her every minute. What are you doing right now?
We don't need
Oh, I wanna go see her. Oh, I know where she works. I'm gonna drive over to go see her right now. You know, it's like you're like that. You have that kind of energy.
Yeah, stalker energy.
But then if someone asks you, like, yo, chill out, and you're like, what are you talking about? I just like her, man. What? And then it's like, you don't know that you're all hella desperate. And then so I used to be the guy where I'm like, oh, who's that over there? You know? Because like, it's easier.
Super simp.
It's easier to go fishing if the fish like swim across you versus like trying to meet someone somewhere else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I totally get that feeling, but then when you're in that, when you are it, if someone checks you, you don't know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I've been there too.
Yeah, I understand that.
I think that's
get
the
that.
problem that like when I'm asking them that, I'm trying to talk to the guys that finish with this whole thing and they still don't know that they're the person that's at fault. Yeah.
And they do it again.
And then they blame the girl that's like, oh, she just wants an asshole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She wouldn't understand being with a nice guy is what she deserves.
They could just smell the desperation. That's why.
I think
Absolutely, yeah.
it's also the words that are confusing. So like when someone says like they don't like a nice guy, right? I think it also takes a little bit of self-awareness to know that you're not actually being nice. You're trying to manipulate someone to love you. That's like the nice guy thing, right?
Love bombing. Sort
Right,
of.
because you're like, you're not really that nice.
No.
But you're trying to convince her and win her so hard that she could see through your fake niceness.
Yes.
So then
That is dope.
So then I think, yeah, like it takes that time to kind of go, oh wait, like I'm trying so hard to immediately get her and lock her in that I'm doing these things because I'm intensely feeling these things, but I gotta have self-control. Right. And I think that like crazy lack of self-control is what is a big turnoff. Mm-hmm. But then it's like, yeah, it's not real niceness. It's not kindness, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not genuine.
Oh, I thought nice guy was just like, he's too soft.
No.
Are you fucking petting a dog right now? Like, that's so nice.
All the dogs.
The dog right there.
You want to pet my dog? I will pet your
Nice.
dog.
Like, get the
But if you think about it, right? Like, think about
no?
how differently we see each, like, guys and girls just see things so differently.
Yeah.
Right? Like, when
what I
guys
mean.
see a girl, it's like, oh, I want to fucking marry her. She's hot. I'm ready to go. But he could be getting into big fucking trouble. He's like, he doesn't care if she's a psychopath. He doesn't care if she's a loser. He just goes, she's hot. I want to be with her for the rest of my life. A lot of guys are like that. Until you actually date women and be with them and be in long-term relationships with them, and you're like, I just want someone chill, right? But I think on the flip side, women get way more experience with that type of like area, and they're like, let's get to know each other first. Where guys are just like, no, we gotta be together right now. I'm never gonna be able to have another girl like you, right?
Like full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead. I do think it's a different experience because I think girls, one, are always getting hit on, but also I think y'all are wired to like see through the bullshit in a little way.
We have
right?
a good
Like,
bullshit detector. Yeah.
Right, like-
we have a good BS detector.
and I think it's like a, what do you call it? Like a, maybe like an evolutionary protection thing where like young girls will get with that psychopath, right? And then they'll learn when they get a little bit older. But then everyone gets kind of fooled in the beginning, and then as you wise up, you're like, okay, this guy's acting a little weird. I don't know what it is, but you have the spidey senses.
Yeah.
And the guys are just like, I don't know why she doesn't like me.
Yeah, I've gotten messages a lot on the JKIG about like from guys that are just like, here's my situation. You know, I'm doing everything for this girl. I'm like going out of my way to be there for her, and she's still like,
up, dude.
Don't do that.
just like
Focus on yourself. Have your own thing going on.
That's the nice guy thing.
yeah,
That's like obsessive too.
Yeah, it's obsessive.
it's obsessive. Yeah.
Because then that makes me feel like if we start dating and you're already like this before we are and you're obsessed like that, then like, what are you gonna be like if like we go out to lunch? Like, is that gonna be a problem?
It's like, don't you have your own life?
yeah, exactly. Like, don't you have your own things?
We just met.
Again, like I should be like your side quest and your bonus points. That's where you get all the points. I shouldn't be like your end goal.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I should be like your side quest.
Until when you go, I'm your main, you my fucking on me.
No.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I was supposed to say focus on me, but it totally came out wrong.
I thought you were being like weird Asian.
I thought he was like doing like a Yoshi voice or something.
I thought so too. I was like, what the fuck am I saying? But no, but seriously.
I was like, what Asian is
No,
that?
okay, so I think it should be like that always. I feel like if like you're dating someone, like they should always be like the bonus. Like you should be
Yeah.
happy with you, happy with your life.
yeah.
That should be your thing. Because again, like the side quests are where you get all the points.
Yeah.
So like they should be like that beautiful side quest that is just with you for the end, and your end goal should be like your thing. You should be able to like be it.
And
together.
there's like, I feel like when they're being like, when guys come on too strong too in the beginning or being too nice, you don't get the like authenticity. And then also it's like, if they're not gonna be able to give you shit, and that's such an important part about being in a relationship is just giving your partner just a hard time about certain things and being able to make fun of them and
Yeah, that dynamic.
yeah, it's important.
You know what I think it is? It's most guys actually don't get much attention from women, so they don't have much experience in general. And then when they finally get someone to kind of be interested back, they're like, oh shit, I don't know if I'm gonna have this chance ever again.
Oh.
So I think in general, like, if you're like, you know, fairly attractive or even just like average, like I think girls are always getting hit on. So you can have the experience. Like if you wanted to, you could probably go on a date every single day, and then you'll have the social experience, and then you'll get these things, right? Where most guys, I think, they probably will get one date every year or something, and if they don't try, it'll be years of no dating.
I see what you're saying.
So they have to go out and do it, right? So that's the hard part, is you have to go out and you have to get rejected, you have to get the miles in, and then you have to have the experience of like long-term relationships to even get to that point where you understand how to like work, you know.
Complexity of it.
Yeah, so I think a lot of the desperation comes from like, I don't even know if I'm gonna have another chance with another girl.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Especially in the
That's
early
fair.
years, like I feel like it was default that most guys have that sense of I'm gonna blow it. I'm gonna blow it. You know, I'm gonna mess up. But then like that's not really on the girl side in the early years. It's like they're just the one waiting for you to fuck up, and you're like, fuck, I gotta do this right. I gotta do this right. Yeah, all the pressure's like on that end. So
Yeah.
I could see why they would overshoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But I also think that it should be hard for guys. Because
yeah.
they need to get over that. They need to learn how to be chill and calm, and they need to understand like,
That's a hard thing to learn, man.
yeah.
To be chill.
But it's the filtering process. Don't you want a confident guy that has genuine confidence? Like, he needs to go through all that
Yeah.
to deserve a woman. Like, I don't think it's.
I don't think he'll
something-
appreciate it until he does.
Yeah.
I feel like all those social dynamics you have to learn, not even just in relationships, but even like in business or whatever. Like you ever meet like one of your friends, like let's say they're getting into a new industry and like an all-star in the industry comes in. Oh my god, that's them. I gotta get their number, dude. We gotta start networking. And then you're like, and that's the same energy. Where like they go, hey, what's up, man? This is my business card. I think we should do business for sure. Cause like, you know, we just
We
met.
gotta work on something. We gotta do it.
It's like the same thing as a chick. We're like, dude, I don't even know who the fuck you are. You actually don't know who the fuck I am either.
Yeah.
And you're trying to like get in bed already. Like this guy's a fucking creep. And I feel like you have to learn all those things across the board.
I wonder what's the cool version of that. Do it the cool way.
The cool way, the business card. Yeah. Dude, I'm definitely not cool, dude. I'm like, oh shit, is that my business card?
Dropped it.
Like, oh shit, I got two of them. You want one? That's
So good.
Oh, thanks.
yeah.
That's so
Wow. Bone.
Yeah, I got two of them. Do you have two of yours?
So you do.
You got two of yours? You have two of yours?
What's going on over here?
Dude, I would be like, dude, if somebody networked me like that, I would be dying, dude. Yes, bro, that's funny as fuck.
Oh my god.
This guy just goes, is that my business card?
Is that mine? Is that mine's?
That would work though. We had that's a good pickup because like we've been places where like some pickup things have been real fucking good.
Yeah.
And I'll tell.
Please do.
Okay,
share.
I won't say the name. So we were out, and still to this day, my favorite pickup like ever by somebody is when we were out at. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Come on, man! I need you to like. We were out, and he came over, and he was like, "Hey, so I'm gonna talking to your friend." Come on,
Whoa.
don't make me say that.
Whoa.
And he was like, "Do you think this is working?" He's like, "So, hey, what's up? My name is da 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 da." He's like, "Do you think she likes me? Cause like I think she's really cool. So like, should I ask her about like things?" And he did that like this whole little bit, and I was like, I already know who you are, so this is just hilarious in the beginning.
Oh,
but
cool.
to this day is still my favorite
Wow.
thing. Like, it
Yeah,
was so
Laurel Hardwick.
yeah, Laura Hart. It was so smooth. Like he literally comes up to her, he's like, "So your friend is really hot. Should I just ask her her name?"
We were
So,
talking about,
what's up?
like-
And it was so good. He's like, did I mess that up? Should I try it again? Hey, how's it going?
Weird.
But like, no,
Okay.
in like a mean way of like the hand. But he was like, do you think it's working? I don't think it's working. So, do you come here often? Like,
As long
it was
as
just,
it's funny, it's
it was
okay.
such a
That's
funny,
entertaining at
It was
least, yeah.
such a funny way, and I will still to this day remember that. Like, that was the best way to be picked up, and it worked.
And it was like
Those
an
are
interesting way to be vulnerable too.
Yeah.
Where it's like, am I fucking up right now?
Yeah.
It was the cutest little skit ever, and it totally fell for it.
That's pretty impressive. Okay.
What about just like going around airdropping your number to people?
It's like the new way of like airdropping the nudes when you're at.
That's what I do for work sometimes. I'm like, what?
You're like, who's gonna accept?
No, the
Like on the plane.
Airdropping dick pics always works.
Send all the nudes at brunch or whatever. Do you remember?
Nudes?
Yeah, do you remember we would be at brunch and that was like the thing at that one little brunch
Are you
spot?
saying nudes or news?
Nudes.
Oh.
Nudes. Like noodles.
I was like, when?
Yeah, remember like if you had your airdrop on, it was like that
People
one.
would just send you
It would
nudes?
just send a bunch of shit. It was
Oh,
like at a
yeah.
specific,
Oh, yeah.
specific spot for like a special.
Usually at the airport though. Lots of nudes, lots of dick pics at the
I
airport.
do that to. Remember, I do that to people when they're filming at concerts, so that it fucks. It,
it
cuts their
opens
video
up.
off.
There's just like an ass
and then
right
you
there.
see all the people. Man, what the fuck?
Whenever I'm at like a work networking event or something, I just like airdrop my menu to everybody and see if people will buy. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's smart actually.
Weed.
There was a guy at our Par Rock parties who got banned because he would, when girls would go, "Can you take a picture with my phone?" He would go, "Yeah," and while they're posing, he would go through their camera roll and send himself whatever nudes they had of themselves.
That's hilarious.
I would Apple Pay myself though. It's like
What
You know
the
this guy too.
fuck?
Oh, are you serious? We do?
No. Bad boy.
That's crazy. That's doing too much.
That's doing too much.
I love that.
It was remember Donnie, that drummer guy? Yeah.